Welcome to Mysteries, Myths, and Legends. I'm Taylor.
I'm Savannah.
And welcome to the show. Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Happy Wednesday. Yeah, it's been a Wednesday. That's what I'm saying.
It has surely been a Wednesday. It's not a Wednesday on when we're recording, but oh my goodness, it's been a long day.
Yeah.
Guys, I'll just go ahead and give you my life update. I have 8 official cavities.
Yikes.
I did not go to the dentist since 2018 until today, and it is now 2021. So, yeah. I just this is your friendly reminder to go to the dentist.
Yeah.
So
I'm actually going tomorrow, so
good. I'm so glad. I hope you don't have any cavities.
I know. Yeah. I used to never get them when I was a kid.
No, I would always get them. Literally, when I was a kid, they were like, I have something with my gums, some gum disease that makes it easier to get cavities. Every single time I went, I had a cavity, at least one.
Oh, geez.
So.
Yeah, see, I was going to say some people are more prone to it, but...
Me. Of course, it would be me. Yeah.
Right.
That's funny.
Taylor has all the problems.
I do. But in less sad news, happy birthday to Ryan, who is Savannah's brother.
Yeah, he is probably not listening to this.
No, he's not.
But
if he is.
Yeah, it's his birthday today. This episode is coming out a week later, so his birthday's on November 11th, so happy birthday, Ryan.
Happy birthday, Ryan. Okay,
we're actually going...
Oh, go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah, we're going bowling this weekend to celebrate.
Wow, that's going to be so fun. We love bowling. Well, maybe they don't know, but if you don't know, me and Savannah love bowling.
Yeah, and I win every time.
We're so bad. We're so bad.
No, I'm good.
Nope, we're so bad, all of us.
We're so bad, but I'm the best out of the bad ones.
Yeah. It's not good.
But anyways, I'll tell you the results next episode.
Yeah, good. Is it your whole family going?
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess that Adriana's gonna win. Shout out to Adriana.
You think so?
Yes.
Ryan said that he won with his friends last time he went, so I don't know.
It's gonna be a challenge. Okay, well, we need to know the answer, so you better remember. Yeah. Also,
I will.
Me and Savannah both saw Eternals, and
yes,
y'all need to go see that movie. Point blank, period.
Yes.
It was amazing.
I kind of forgot I even saw it.
Well, I just saw it last night, so it's very fresh in my brain. It's amazing. The love of my entire life, Harry Styles is in it for a little clip. Spoiler alert, not really. I don't care.
I feel like everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
Especially if you're a fan of Harry.
So it was amazing to see him on the big screen.
I feel like it would have been better if I didn't know.
Oh, it would have been.
I saw him pop up.
Actually,
and I'd be like, oh.
I'm glad that I knew, because if I didn't know and that happened, I would have pooped my pants in that movie theater seat. I would have projectile vomit. I would have been way, way, way too excited. So I already screamed.
I would have been in shock.
Literally, everybody in the theater screamed when he came out. It was amazing.
My theater wasn't as hype.
That's so sad. It was completely sold out when I went. So it was very hype to see it in theaters. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, go see it, y'all. It's amazing. But also rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, please. And if you're listening on Spotify, sometimes we add little questions or polls or fun things, little games, but only on Spotify. So check those out too if you're a Spotify listener. But other than that, I don't really have any more intro topics.
Yeah, either do I.
Let's get into the stories.
Yes. So this week I have a story for you about a creature / possible ghost, but we're just going to go with creature for one.
Interesting.
The Goatman.
Goatman! Why do I feel like the Goatman would be Garrett?
Yeah, honestly. No, I mean, once I describe it and everything, no. But just the name of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are a lot of variations of this story, so I was when I was doing this, I was getting a little confused too.
Yeah.
Because he's in a lot of states too, throughout the country. But the main one is in Maryland.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with that one. So the Goatman is a goat-human hybrid.
Goatman! Sorry, I had to make him a song.
Yeah. And he's said to have a human face and body covered in hair. And he's like 6 to 8 feet tall.
Oh.
So pretty tall.
Wow.
And some people say that it looks like a hairy human. And others say that it has like a lower half of a goat, like a fawn.
Okay.
In Greek mythology.
So either Bigfoot or that guy from Narnia.
Yeah, exactly. But scarier.
Yeah, and very tall.
Yeah, that too. So this one lives in the woods of Prince George's County in Maryland.
Ooh.
And just lives in the woods in like a makeshift shelter.
Like he just made it himself?
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess so.
A craftsman.
Yeah, like he doesn't have like a house. It's just like a little shelter out there. The first report was in 1957. So this is like an old story. And the Goatman story became popularized in 1971 after there was like a disappearance of a dog in the area. The dog's name was Ginger. And she was a shepherd mix. So really cute. But you're gonna hate me for saying that she's so cute and then saying this. But the dog was found decapitated.
Oh my god.
Yeah, pretty sad.
Rest in peace to Ginger.
I know. People obviously say it was the Goatman, but it also could have been just hit by a train that went by.
Oh my gosh. That's awful either way.
Yeah. But also, okay, they say it could have gotten hit by a train, but how is that just gonna decapitate you and not just like squish you whole?
I feel like the only way that would be possible is if the dog was laying on the track with its head. I'm really not trying to be that graphic, but
right.
You know what I'm saying. I don't know. Yeah. It sounds a little bit unreasonable for the train story to be true, but honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, but like a giant half man, half goat seems a little unreasonable too. So like,
no, I think that one seems more reasonable personally.
Okay. Yeah. But people thought it was him because the Goatman is said to like run around with an axe. So they're like, oh, well, obviously he came up and hit.
Yeah, with the axe.
Like, so he said to, because of this, people are like, oh, well, he kills dogs in the woods, you know.
Yeah.
And he also is said to run up to cars on the road and like hit them with the axe too.
Oh, the cars or the people?
Both, but like the cars first.
That's really scary.
Yeah. Yeah. So people, like around this time, people started to like call the police too for like reported sightings, but a lot of them were just pranks.
Oh, I hate that.
So,
because like, then how are you supposed to know if it's real or not? That's
right.
So annoying. Like that's not a funny prank either.
Yeah, I know. I mean, well, it is maybe a little bit, but
okay, I won't lie. Maybe.
Okay, so there's like a little bit of backstory to the Goatman.
Goatman.
See, the backstory doesn't make full sense just because the first report was in 1957, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this story is more of like in the 70s when it started to get popular.
Oh, okay.
So some say that the Goatman was either once a scientist himself or he was an experiment of a scientist.
Oh,
at the Beltsville Agricultural Research Center, and he was doing an experiment on goats, and he fused the DNA of a goat and a human.
Okay, it sounds a little Frankenstein-y, but it's believable, I feel like.
Yeah, maybe. So the story is he mutated into a goat, or like a half goat, half man, and the creature got free and started living in the forest right near the facility.
Oh.
And after this, like, it started to get really popular that this was the story, and people like fully believed it. The USDA had to like make a statement denying that they created a creature.
What? Like, people actually believed it?
Yeah, no, yeah, people did. And the facility itself made a statement saying that they hadn't even like had goats in the facility for years. So they're like, how are we gonna make a goat man if we don't even have goats?
I mean, I don't know. They could have them elsewhere.
Right. I mean, maybe. I just think it's kind of funny that like when agencies and stuff, like, they have to get involved in these like urban legends and stuff, they're like, guys, it's not real.
Okay, but like that's exactly what they would say if they
See,
were
I knew
having
you
a
were gonna
goat.
say that too.
Like, it is though.
Yeah, I mean,
It
it
could
could
really
be
go
real.
either way.
Yeah.
I
who
mean,
knows?
personally, if I made a goat man in my science lab, I would be like, I have never even heard of a goat. What is that?
I've never heard of a goat.
No. Never seen one in my
Yeah,
life.
maybe. Yeah. So that is one theory, that he was made in a lab, which, you know, plausible. There is other theories that he was just a hermit in the woods, and he would just be seen walking alone at night, and people made up a story that he was half goat. And there's another story that he was a goat farmer that went crazy because teens were like killing his goats, so he like went after them in revenge. And I don't really know if this guy like was half goat or not, or if he was just crazy and
Yeah.
a farmer, and that's, I don't know.
Yeah, those sound
So-
like pretty typical like legends that little
Yeah.
town folk would have.
And there is another like part of this legend that has to do with, like, you know how in like old movies they had like Lover's Lane, like where you would just drive and like
yeah.
park.
Oh, yes.
So the road near where like the woods that the Goatman like lives, right, was Fletchertown Road, and this is where like teens would go to like park and stuff.
And stuff.
And and there's a story that two teens were parked in their car and they heard a noise. So the guy, he left to go investigate, and the girl, she waited and
No, that's
kept waiting
so dumb.
and like just kept waiting, but he never came back. But eventually the girl just left. Like, nothing happened to her. She just left and ended up coming back the next day. She's like, okay, well, where is he? I need to look for him. But here's where it gets really bad. She found his severed head
No.
hanging in the trees.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say that was dumb of them to like separate and not be together, but no, just kidding. Because
Yeah,
she would
I
not have
mean,
survived that.
It turns out fine for her. I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, she found that, and that's sort of where the story ends with that one. I'm guessing if this is real, she probably like went to the police or something.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so teenage couples would like park their cars and they say like, oh, you gotta watch out for the Goatman because he's gonna come out and like slash your tires so you can't leave.
Ooh, that's scary.
And then rip you to a million pieces.
I feel like that's also something they were
So-
just saying. So like to try to keep them like teenagers from going to the Lover's Lane.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what I have here. That's like, it was such a popular trope in movies and stuff. And yeah, it probably was just to like get them to not do that.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have scared me probably. I don't know.
That probably would have made me want to go even more. But I'm crazy, so
I mean, you are a little bit. So.
yeah.
So there are some like more real sightings. Like those that I said were sort of like urban legend type
sure.
sightings, not really like real sightings. So in 1963, a woman and her husband were on a walk in a wooded area, like near where he's spotted before, and they heard some cracking noises, but ignored it. And then they kept hearing it and ended up turning around or something and saw like a terrifying creature that was half man, half goat.
Oh.
But right when they saw him, he ran away.
Oh.
So
Interesting.
nothing really happened there. And then in 1971, a goat man was seen eating a pig in the woods.
Oh.
It was, gross.
Very gross.
The farmer who saw him, he like walked closer to see if the man, like, see if what he was seeing was real, right?
Yeah.
But he got closer and the goat man just ran away again.
Okay.
So like it seems like he's not really that scary. He just runs away.
Right. He's scared of the regular
he's
people.
not scary. He's scared.
Yeah. Maybe that kind of leads me to believe, like, what if this guy is just like a hermit?
Yeah.
And like just
people are
it
making
can't
it
like
up.
shave himself. Like maybe he is like really hairy, you know? And he
Yeah.
just like lives out. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. So there's another one. In September of 1976, the staff of Woodmore Country Club in Woodmore, Maryland, saw what they say was a beast outside of the club.
Ooh.
And-
Outside of the club.
The country
Nice.
club.
Oh, the country club. Yes.
Yeah, because it's the staff of a country club outside the club. So they saw the goat man. And they claimed that there were like bones scattered all around him when they saw him. So they obviously like ran away. They're like, we don't want to be near this.
Yeah, obviously.
So they hid from him, and they like hoped that he would run away too, and he did. So
Oh, well, good.
it was good.
It's becoming a theme for him.
Right, I know. There are still like periodic sightings of the goat man. And it's like still a story people use to like keep their kids out of the woods, and there's some people who fully believe that this creature's like out there. And I feel like it could be like a Bigfoot like creature.
Yeah,
too.
definitely.
Especially since it's so tall.
Yeah, like what if this is just Bigfoot?
Right. Like I don't know what makes it like a goat. Maybe it has horns or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Goat man.
like hooves.
That's all I know. That's his theme
Yeah.
song, and I feel like he would love it.
Yeah, honestly, maybe.
We should ask
He'd
him.
just be running away.
True.
So I said before that the Goatman story is like in several states. Like it's all over the country for some reason. But like not even the same one, I don't think.
Yeah, well, it couldn't be. There have to be
Yeah, but-
many Goatmen.
No, I mean like not even the same story. Like I don't know, Bigfoot
Oh.
is like a story that's
Yeah.
the same thing.
Oh, that's weird.
So when I was like looking this up, I came across this probably like the second most popular one, which is the Goatman that's in Texas. So I'm gonna talk about that one a little bit too.
Okay.
But there's also there's one in Louisiana, I think, and I don't remember the other one.
Okay, so is this like a goat family, or do you think these are just completely non-related?
They're like not related.
That's crazy. There's just goat people out there.
Yeah. So I don't really know. I mean, maybe they're connected, but I couldn't really see a connection.
Yeah.
So this one, the Goatman in Texas, haunts the old Alton Bridge, in Texas.
Haunts?
Yeah, he haunts a bridge.
He haunts it.
Yeah, see, that's why I said in the beginning he's like a creature / a ghost, because I don't really know. This one, it could be like more like a ghost situation.
Or it could just be the ghost of the goat man.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's crazy. I would love to meet a goat man's ghost.
Yeah, it's either that or it's an actual creature ghost man.
Yeah.
So, because there's like different stories with this too. I'll tell you. Okay, so the bridge that he haunts or he lives at, I don't know, they call it Goatman's Bridge, but it's actually called the Old Alton Bridge because it connected two cities, Alton and Denton. But like now Alton isn't even a city anymore, and cars can't go across the bridge because it's like not structurally good enough for that, I guess. So it's not really used anymore. It's just used for like pedestrians. You can still walk across it. But yeah, so the Goatman lives there, and they say that he has glowing eyes and goat horns. So yeah, that's already different from the other one. They didn't even mention that with the other one.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I would assume he would have that too, but I don't know. And people have like practice rituals on this bridge too, and there's like a theory that somebody brought something in from like another world by doing a ritual.
Oh.
Because, you know, the connection with like the devil and goat horns and stuff.
That's
So.
what I was actually. I was waiting for you to finish, but that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Is like, I feel like these versions of the Goatman honestly sound like people's portrayal of the devil. Because like some people even say like the devil himself is a Goatman. So
I
like,
don't really understand that though. Like, why a goat?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Like, are goats that evil?
Again, apparently they are.
Interesting. So yeah, people still do rituals on the bridge too. So if you go there at night, like, it can be kind of scary just because there's like, not even because of the paranormal activity and like creatures, but just because of the other people who go there.
I feel like that's like the worst part about any scary place.
Yeah,
is like the
true.
other real live people.
Yeah. No, definitely. And this is really sad, but I'm going to tell you anyways. So, because of these rituals, pet stores around the area stopped selling cats.
Oh my god.
Because people kept like sacrificing them.
Oh my god. Well, at least I stopped selling them. But that is absolutely heartbreaking.
Yeah. I know. Like, I don't even want to think about it.
No.
It's so sad. So there is also a story that the Goatman was. This is the story of like how he could be a ghost, right?
Okay.
So there was an African American goat herder who lived right by the bridge, and these Klansmen came and killed him on the bridge.
Wow.
So the story is now he haunts the bridge.
Oh, okay.
But there is no like real historical record of like this farmer existing. But I mean, I don't know. Are like the records just not there? Or...
Right. I feel like records are just not there ever, pretty much. So
I know, like even like nowadays with computers, sometimes you still can't find stuff.
Exactly. Like yeah. I mean, that probably happened anyway.
Yeah, so, like, even before computers and stuff, like, how are you gonna keep good records? Like, I don't know.
Exactly.
It's, like, a weird thing, because I feel like I never really believe it when they're like, oh, there was no record of it.
Exactly. Like, okay, sir, all the town halls with all the records would always, suspiciously catch on fire, and then all the records would be gone.
Yeah. No, and especially since my job, my actual real job, is like record keeping. So like I know that there can be stuff that's just not recorded.
Exactly.
So, anyways, that could be what is haunting the bridge. So in that case, he's not half goat, half person. He's just a goat man because he was a goat herder.
Goat herder, yeah. He was actually a goat man.
Yeah, so could be that. So the guys from BuzzFeed Unsolved actually went to this bridge and I watched this one
for like the third week in a row.
I know, shout out. So like I got a few things from them. They got to the bridge and sort of just like did little investigating things, you know, typical. There were apparently like reports of like somebody screaming, "Get off the bridge."
No way.
And people have heard like hooves running towards them.
Oh, that's so scary.
Yeah, nothing like that really happened while they were there that they got on camera.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And they did actually try to summon the Goatman because they like knocked 3 times on the bridge and he's supposed to come.
Did he come?
I don't think so.
Darn.
Yeah, nothing really happened. But they did walk like around the bridge in like the forested area sort of, and you could hear a few screams in the background.
Ew, that's creepy, but it was probably just other people around the area.
Yeah, it could be. And there was also like rustling in the bushes.
Ew. Heck no. That's so scary.
Yeah. Scary.
Probably just a rabbit, but nonetheless scary.
I know. And they also used like a spirit box. You know, those
I
things that
hate
like
spirit boxes with a burning passion. I hate them. But yes, I know what they are. They're
Why
like
do you
little
hate them?
boxes like that transmit radio waves, and apparently if there's like a ghost or energy around, they'll use like the radio waves to take whatever words are on the radio and speak through the radio.
Yeah.
But the reason I hate them is that like when you turn them on, it's just full static. So all you hear is just this loud static, and then it'll be like meat grinder, like random words.
Yeah,
Like,
no, you're right.
and it's just so loud, and it just annoys me. And I just don't really believe in it also, which
Yeah.
is saying a lot coming from me who believes just about anything. So
Yeah.
anyway,
I mean,
let's just ignore the fact that I hate the spirit box.
yeah, like I don't fully believe in this either because I don't really understand how it works.
Yeah.
But
Same.
I don't know. But they did hear through the spirit box, Goatman,
Oh.
Bridge, and Steve.
Okay. That is
So
really
then-
weird that they heard Goatman. That is
Yeah.
super strange.
Yeah. So they obviously had to name the Goatman Steve after
Oh,
that.
of course.
And then they also used a Ouija board
Oh my goodness.
on the bridge. And they put like a ring of salt around themselves,
Yeah.
but like obviously like keep spirits out, so they had to like break off a little piece. 'Cause, you know,
Oh my goodness.
then it's pointless, you know.
Yeah.
But they like sort of got it to like slide over a little bit to the letter S, and they were like, "Oh my God, Steve!" But other than that, it didn't really do anything. So
Dang.
unfortunately, no real evidence of the Goatman in that
Other than
episode.
Steve.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean that's what I got about the Goatman. I don't know which Goatman I like better. I feel like, yeah, I don't know.
Me neither. I like both Goatmen, actually. I like the one that
with the
runs.
axe.
No, well, because doesn't he run away?
Yeah.
Or so like
Yeah, see, the story is that he carries an axe, but like in real life,
he
everybody
runs
who's
away.
seen him,
Yeah.
he runs away. Yeah.
See, like he's. I feel like he's the chill Goatman, but I
Yeah.
feel like the bridge Goatman would be more fun. Like Steve would be more fun.
Oh, yeah, probably.
So, that's my opinion on the Goatman.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that.
We love that. Well, that was crazy. I have never heard of the Goatman before. So,
Yeah, honestly, me either. I think I saw it on like a random post, and I was like, ooh, I definitely have to do that.
yeah, definitely. That was crazy. And you know what else is crazy? We just have so many similarities in our stories all the time. And I won't mention it up front, but you'll see when we get there. So I just had to throw that one out there. Yet again.
I'm gonna wait for a goat to come along.
Okay, there's no goats. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, this week I am covering a legend that actually one of my friends told me about that I had never heard of. Shout out Rachel. And this story is absolutely insane, and I don't know how I haven't heard of it. So this is the legend of Robert Johnson. Dun, dun, dun. It's not a very thrilling title, sorry. But that's his name,
I'm like,
so
Robert Johnson.
Robert
Doesn't really
Johnson.
lead me.
probably the most
to
basic
anything
name in the whole world. But anywho, so I feel like we all pretty much have heard, like, you know, like heard of people selling their soul to the devil, right?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
like very much so. Like it's all around culture. And, you know, normally when we hear about it, it's like famous people selling their soul to the devil so they can be famous or rich or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, there's obviously like so many like conspiracy theories about all these stars and stuff who sold their soul to the devil, but most of them just, you know, they don't really have a lot of like backup or proof to like prove anything. But one case in particular stands out from the rest, and that is the case of Robert Johnson. So, who is Robert Johnson, you might ask? Well, it's this guy who was born on May 8th in 1911, so early 1900s, and
I didn't expect you to throw it back that far.
yeah, I know. Well, I didn't either actually when I like started studying this, but yeah. So 1911, and he is known today as a very famous American blues musician and songwriter. Which I don't really listen to blues music, so I hadn't really heard any of his songs, but I'm positive that if you do like listen to blues music, you definitely have heard his stuff. His most famous songs were made in 1936 and 1937, and they display like a combination of singing, like super cool guitar skills, and songwriting talent. And actually, Robert Johnson ended up influencing generation after generation of musicians. Like he's literally recognized as like one of the masters of blues, particularly in the style of Delta blues, which I did not look up what the difference is, and I definitely should have, but
Yeah, maybe. Okay, I mean, from his career, he sounds like somebody who sold his soul.
right.
Like, how did you do all that? You know?
Right. So, not really anything is known about his life before his fame because he was literally like a nobody. But like the only thing that we really do know is that his wife and child both died in childbirth around 1930. And after that happened, he was like, I'm devoting my life to guitar. Like, I don't have anything else to live for but guitar. So,
Yeah, I respect that. That's...
I know. I was like, you know, shout out to him for, you know, being able to move on, at least.
Yeah.
Because that's really tragic. But, so early in his career, he was a traveling performer who played mostly like on street corners and in juke joints and at Saturday night dances, which obviously we don't have these things today, but they were very popular back in the 1920s.
I mean, a juke joint? That
Right.
sounds like fun, honestly.
Oh, no, excuse me. Juke joints and Saturday night dances, like, please, I'm trying to go right now.
Right. Like, yeah.
Right. But the issue with this, you know, the issue with him, like, saying he's devoting his life to guitar, he couldn't really play the guitar at all.
Oh my god, he's starting fresh. And
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, I'm going to pick something random for me to do the rest of my life.
Well, he had been a performer, but he was, like, more well-known for playing the harmonica.
Okay.
Like, he was, like, a very good harmonica player, and that's, like, what he would do, like, on the street and stuff. But then, like, once his wife and kid died, he was like, you know what? No, I'm learning guitar. But he wasn't very good. So, you know. But, fun fact, we'll get more into the backstory. But, fun fact, Robert Johnson only ever participated in 2 recording sessions in a studio. Is that
Are you
not insane?
serious?
He went to a studio 2 times. But that's not even the most crazy part. Do you know how many songs he wrote in the 2 little sessions? 29. I thought that was insane.
Oh my god.
Like, how did
that
he...
is crazy.
Literally, is there even time? I just don't know. But that he did it, so that's crazy. So, the bluesman named Son House, who was a contemporary, like, student of Robert Johnson, he said that when he knew Robert, and this is where we can verify, like, he didn't really know how to play the guitar. So, this guy named Son House said that when he knew Robert, he could play the harmonica, like, so well. Like, had never heard anybody play the harmonica that well, but he literally could barely even strum the guitar. Like,
Wow.
So, but then, randomly, out of the blue, Robert Johnson disappears for 3 weeks.
Oh
Dun,
no.
dun, dun. So the legend says that Robert Johnson took his guitar to the crossroads of highways 49 and 61 in Clarksdale, Mississippi, and walked down the crossroads at the stroke of midnight, and that's where he found the devil on this bridge. That is the connection to your story. So,
Oh, just like finding the devil.
yeah, like on a bridge.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
There we go.
anywho,
It was probably the Goatman.
it could,
No,
it literally,
different.
literally, what if it was the Goatman?
I mean, different bridge though, right?
Not Goatman Bridge.
Yeah.
So when he found the devil on the road, he allegedly offered to tune his guitar in exchange for his soul. And, like, obviously not just like tuning the guitar, like tuning the guitar with his magic devil powers. That would make him really good. So Robert, he was like, I mean, what do I have to lose at this point? So he said yes, and sold his soul to the devil. And then he returned back to his town, and he was so much more improved at guitar. And right after he returned from that is actually when he went to the studio to record those 2 sessions, and he had all those 29 songs already. So, like, pretty much, like, immediately this, like, the devil took power over him and was, like, putting out all this music.
Okay. Yeah. Like how do you do that?
Like, how?
Like 0 to 100.
Like, I'm so sorry, but, like, if you just take the devil out of this, how did he do that? Like, how do you explain it without the devil? Like, I was just trying to think about it. I don't know. Like, I don't know. So,
Yeah. Inspiration just hit him.
right. Real hard and real quick. So after these 2 studio recordings, this is when his career completely took off, and he went from performing on the street to performing in sold out clubs and bars all over town. So 2 years after his career took off, 2 years after he, had the run-in with the devil, in 1938, Robert Johnson would die under very, very mysterious circumstances. So he had a very huge performance at this party one night. And immediately after the party, after like he performed and stuff, he became very, 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 very sick and ended up dying just 4 days later. So the rumors were that Robert had made moves on the wife of the owner of like the place that he was playing. And so the owner offered him this already open bottle of whiskey, and his death was presumed to be due to strychnine poisoning. Definitely did not say that right, but some kind of poisoning and pneumonia. So,
Okay. Honestly, I feel like I've read that word before, though. What you're trying to say.
yeah, I didn't look it up, but
Yeah.
some kind of poisoning.
Some sort of kind of like poison that you can put in alcohol.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yes. So, but what is really the significance of this? Well, the significance is that Robert Johnson died at the age of 27, which is...
Okay, I was waiting for you to say that. I knew you were going to say 27. Why is it always 27?
Yes. Okay, so, this is a BOGO. We got a buy one, get one special offer this week, y'all. We're getting 2 stories in one. So, obviously, I really think Robert Johnson sold his soul to the devil. But we're also going to talk about the conspiracy theory of the 27 Club. So.
Oh my God. The 27 Club is just...
It's insane.
Too crazy for me.
I know. I
don't even know a lot about it, though, so I'm glad you're talking about it.
Yes. Well, let me give you the information. So, the 27 Club is known very widely and mostly in the music industry. So, so it's a conspiracy theory that pretty much says those who sell their soul to the devil to gain fame, money, or whatever they want, like, you always have to want something in exchange, obviously, to sell your soul. So the price that they pay for that is that they will get whatever they want, but that their like time will run out when they're 27, and that's when they have to go like back to the devil.
Is there like a reason why it's 27, or that's just...
No, there's not a reason why it's 27. It's just what it is. Yes. So I know this sounds.
Well, geez, that's crazy.
I know.
Because I'm just like.
I know we're
I'm getting
approaching.
close to
I know.
that.
I'm like we're quickly approaching that age.
No, but it sucks because it's like some people have had all this stuff by then, and I'm sitting here.
Okay, well let's not sell our souls to the devil.
I mean, I'm close to it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
But I mean, I don't know if this podcast suddenly pops off.
Right.
Maybe
If it pops off, you know, we wink
then
wink.
we'll have a limited
Our
time.
listeners will know.
Well, yeah, they'll know we have a limited time to make enough episodes.
We better hurry it up, right? That's so funny. But I know what I just literally said, like just the definition of just like selling your soul to the devil, and that exchanges you to have 27 years of life is literally, it just sounds so crazy, like just an absolute crazy conspiracy theory. But if you look at some of the examples of people who are rumored to be in the 27 club, it's just like the odd, like what are the coincidence of all of this? So others who have tragically died at the age of 27, who have also been suspected and accused of having sold their soul to the devils to gain fame, specifically in music, are Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, Kurt Cobain, and Amy Winehouse. Now you tell me you don't know who all those people are. Those are like the most famous household names of like artists. Like we all know their songs. We all know all of their stuff. And like these people were like kind of troubled too, you know, like they just like, I don't know. I feel like they could have been at a point where they were just like, we need to get famous no matter what. So was it because they sold their soul to the soulmate? Their soul to the devil? Maybe.
Okay,
really
can I interject with something real quick?
Of course.
Do you know how old Harry Styles is right now?
He's 27.
Yeah.
Listen, my man Harry.
He's got a few months.
My man Harry would never sell his soul to the devil. Okay?
I mean.
And I know that for a fact. I don't actually. We'll see. I don't know. When's his birthday?
February 1st.
All right, so we're getting close to the finish line, guys.
Yeah.
Just to make
if he
sure.
makes it past, then we're good to go.
Yeah, then we're completely solid. Okay, and also another part of the 27 Club conspiracy that I find really, really weird and interesting is that most of the people in the 27 Club were found deceased, all having a plain white lighter in their pocket or around them. So today, people like literally say like all plain white lighters like are a curse. Like you do not want to be caught having a white lighter because that means like you could die. So, you know, I don't know. I think that's just like a little superstitious, but I'm personally also not going to risk that ever. So,
yeah, true. I don't know. I feel like putting them both together it's kind of weird.
It's kind of weird. Also, I listed like 5 people who are in the 27 Club. There are literally so many. I could sit here for hours and talk about how many other artists have like died at 27 after being very, very, very famous and have been accused of selling their soul to the devil. So if you want to know more about that, just look it up because it's everywhere.
Yeah, and I've known about this for like sort of a while now, but it's so weird being sort of close to that age, and I'm like,
really
these people really died so young.
Yeah, right. Because I used to think like 27, like, oh, that's kind of old. Like, no, girlie, we gonna be there in just a few short years.
I know. Yeah, it's really sad.
It's so sad. And like they just had so much going for them.
Well, like they gave it. The devil gave them all. Maybe gave it all to them.
Right. So, obviously, I've been talking a lot about reasons why we think these people have sold their soul to the devil, but we're going to go back to Robert Johnson. There are also arguments for Robert Johnson to prove that they absolutely did not sell their soul to the devil and that they were just talented, hardworking people. Robert Johnson's stepsister is one person who is like been very vocal about like this subject. Her name is Annie Anderson, and she was 12 years old when Robert died. And so like she had like grown up like listening to him play like when he was like in his prime. So
Right.
it's really sad. But her like biggest point of proof that she has that the story just isn't true is that she said Robert nor any other black man would be caught walking down the crossroads at midnight because they would not be found again if they did that. So
Well,
I mean that I can't lie, makes a lot of sense. This was, in the 1930s. This was a different time, and racism was very, very much so thriving back then. Like, so I mean that's a really big point. Like, I don't really know why he would be walking on the road out there. Like, people could be out there,
yeah. Yeah, that's so true.
It really is.
Yeah, it's another sad thing to think about.
Yeah, very sad.
It's like too real.
Really. So also Annie said that apparently Robert's mother had like raised him, and like she just very, very much so believed very strongly in hoodoo and spells. And Annie said that Robert like has been baptized and he like believed in that stuff as well. So theoretically, like the baptism should have stopped him from ever being able to make a deal with the devil. And I guess that's just like kind of what their like religious beliefs are. I don't really know if that's like true or like, I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. But that's what she said about that.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
No, me neither.
If you're baptized, you can't.
Right. Which I feel like I don't know. I feel like the devil is, pretty strong energy force. Like he might be able to trick you. He's a little evil thing. Yeah. So, and also Annie Anderson has like 3 books written about this. So I didn't deep dive into it because I kind of do believe that he sold his soul to the devil, honestly.
Yeah.
Because like she still never says like anything about like what he was doing when he disappeared for those 3 weeks. Like what was he doing? Like was he getting like guitar lessons from like the best guitarist in the world? Like why wouldn't he just say that? Like what was he doing?
Yeah.
How did he get that good at guitar? Like it wasn't like he already had talent. Like he could barely strum the guitar, and then he went from barely strumming the guitar to today this man is in the Grammy Hall of Fame for being like one of the first like Delta blues, like the best. Like that's insane.
He probably just if he didn't actually do the deal or whatever, he was probably sitting there playing guitar nonstop for like the whole 3
Yeah,
weeks.
maybe. Yeah, like maybe. And maybe that's what he did, but like I don't know. I just don't know. Could be, could not be. So, with all of this being said, I guess we will never really know what happened, if Robert really did make a deal with the devil, or did he just really go practice real hard till his fingers were bleeding, like that one song says.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so I don't know. What do you think, Savannah?
I don't know, because like it is really hard when people say, oh, like they sold their soul to the devil, and like their families are like, no, they would never do that.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, you kind of don't really know if they would, right?
Right. Like how do you know they wouldn't?
Mm-hmm.
Because also
like,
you don't know
say
what
that,
right, and you also don't know what the devil's offering them. Like
yeah.
Like, for example, like
Yeah.
if somebody in my family was like hurt or something and the devil came up to me and was like, I'll save them, I would be like, well, I would at least consider it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you don't know
exactly.
what he could be offering.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I know.
I just don't know. But it is super
Yeah.
weird. Whatever happened to Robert, I would love to know. Because if he didn't make a deal with the devil, maybe I need to go do what he did for those 3 weeks so I can get famous.
Maybe.
I don't know. But that is the legend of Robert Johnson, and also a little bit of the 27 Club. So,
Yeah. That's
Yay.
crazy.
I know. So crazy. Also,
No,
people...
I don't know.
Oh, go
I
ahead.
always hate when people like just speak for other people like on their
I
behalf
know.
after they're dead.
I know.
It's like if somebody said that about me, it's like you don't know me. I don't know.
Right. Right.
Oh my god.
What, you mean like about the devil or about his like stepsister?
I mean
Either.
both. Like
Well, people thought that he sold his soul to the devil before he died too.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I just don't know. But,
The whole 27 Club thing is
Oh.
just insane to me too,
Oh,
because it's
yeah.
just like such a random number.
It is a
almost.
random number. I feel like it probably means something. I just didn't look it up. But what I was going to say is that people were really, really, really suspecting that Mac Miller was going to be in the 27 Club.
Yeah.
And that he sold his soul to the devil to become famous. But he tragically died at the age of 26. So I don't think he sold his soul to the devil. Because he wasn't 27. You know?
I mean, I feel like, isn't it more likely for it to be real if he, like, ended it earlier than later?
Maybe, I
Or
mean,
no?
maybe. Maybe. I
Well,
don't know.
I guess no, honestly, because I think if you actually did sell your soul, the devil would, like, keep the deal until
Yeah, like
you're
he
actually
would keep track,
27.
I feel like. You know, he's got the log written out.
Yeah.
That's at least what I imagine.
Yeah.
The
me
devil
too.
in hell. It's like Santa Claus. He's going through the list and
Oh my
checking it
God.
twice.
Oh no.
I'm just picturing a vision in my head. I could draw if I had talent. So,
Yeah.
anyways. Anyway, enough devil talk for the day. Go check out our Instagram for some pics. There are pictures of Robert Johnson with his little guitar that allegedly the devil himself tuned. So that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting.
And there will be a Goatman picture. I don't really know which one,
Goatman!
but there's no real pictures. There's some random pictures circulating.
We stand Goatman. I'm just like,
Yeah.
what if Robert Johnson talked to Goatman on that
I mean,
bridge?
could have.
He could have. Crazy. But I suppose that's really all I have for this week. What about you, Savannah?
Yeah, that's it.
Alrighty, guys. Well, we shall see you next week.
Okay, cue the music.